Hello friends, so today we will start all the schemes under the Agriculture and Farmer Welfare Ministry. Okay, so let us understand what is central sector scheme and centrally sponsored scheme. Okay, central sector scheme means 100% funded by union government and implemented also by central government. Okay, they are mainly formulated on the subjects of union list. Okay, they account 11% of the total central government's expenditure, and centrally sponsored schemes are certain percentage by the states and also implemented by the state. Okay, centrally sponsored schemes are formulated in the subject from state list. Okay, to encourage the states to patronize the areas that require more attention. They account 10% of the central government's expenditure. Usually centrally sponsored schemes are revisited at the end of 5-year plan, but as discontinuation of the 5-year plan, it has been decided that sunset date will be given with finance commission cycles. Okay, means sunset date have been conterminous with the finance commission cycle, and all the 28 centrally sponsored schemes have sunset clause except Manrega, which is under the Ministry of Rural and Development. Okay, rural development. Okay, so now let us look at some of the vocabularies. Okay, Yojana means plan, Vikas means development, Shiksha education, Suraksha security, Swasthya health, Krishi agriculture, Fasal harvest, Khet agricultural field, Kisan farmer, Jal water, Jan people, Bima insurance, Kosh fund, Dhan wealth, Dham abode, Ujala light, Sadak road, Kendra center, मित्र फ्रेंड, बाल और शिशु चाइल्ड, बेटी और लड़की गर्ल चाइल्ड, नारी और महिला वुमन, युवा यूथ, परंपरागत ट्रेडिशनल, औषधि ड्रग और मेडिकेशन, साक्षरता लिटरेसी, सहकार कोऑपरेशन, एकता यूनिटी, रोजगार एम्प्लॉयमेंट, उद्यमी एंटरप्रेन्योर, कल्याण वेलफेयर, कंजी खनिज मिनरल, हुनर स्किल और टैलेंट, सुगम्य एसेसिबल, प्रयातम पर्यटन टूरिज्म, अंत्योदय अपलिफ्टमेंट ऑफ वीकर सेक्शन, सर्वोदय डेवलपमेंट ऑफ ऑल, आवास और मंजिल होम और ड्वेलिंग, धरोहर ऑब्जेक्टिव्स ऑफ हिस्टोरिकल वैल्यू और हेरिटेज, आविष्कार इन्वेंशन और रिसर्च, प्रोत्साहन बूस्ट और प्रमोट, बिजली पावर और इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, and last is matritva, that is motherhood. Okay, these were some of the vocabularies. So now let us start with the agriculture and the farmer welfare's ministry schemes. Okay, first is Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi, also known as PM Kisan, is a central sector scheme and that guarantees direct income support of rupees 6,000 for the farmers, and eligibility it will give per year to all landholder farmers families in the country except whom all the institutional landholders, and then farmer families in which one or more of its members belong to the following categories. The categories are former or present constitutional post holder, former or present MLAs or MPs, former or present mayor of municipal corporation or chairpersons of district panchayats, and all serving or retired officials and employees of the central or state government ministers or offices or departments and its field units, central or state PSEs and attached office, autonomous institutions under the government, as well as a regular employees of the local bodies. All superannuated or retired pensioners whose monthly pension is rupees 10,000 or more than that. Okay, and in this also excluding multitasking staffs or class 4 or group D employees. Okay, they are excluded from this. Okay, all persons who paid income tax in the last assessment year, and the professionals like doctor, engineer, lawyer, CA, architect registered with the professional bodies and carrying out professional by undertaking practices. Okay, the amount will be given in the three installments of rupees 2000 each. Okay, the amount will be transferred directly to the bank account of the beneficiary through the DBT, which will ensure transparency in the entire process and will save time for the farmers. Okay, this will help them to meet the farm inputs and the other costs during the crop season. Effective retrospective program implementation from December 1st, 2018. The changes in the land records after the February 1st, 2019 shall not be considered for this scheme. State government and the Union Territories administrations will identify the farmer families which are eligible for the support as per the scheme guidance. Other features, the cash transfers is not linked to the land size and hence it becomes a income supplement to the land owing households. It has left the landless tenants out of its scope. It has left the landless tenants out of its scope. Okay. Now the next scheme is PM Kisan Man Dhan Yojana. It is a central sector scheme and a pension scheme only for the small and marginal farmers who hold less than 2 hectares of the land, while PM Kisan is for all the farmers. Okay, a minimum fixed pension is of rupees 3000 is provided to the eligible farmers while attaining the age of 60 years. Voluntary and contributory pension scheme with the age group of 18 to 40 years. Beneficiaries is required to make monthly contribution of rupees 55 to 200 in the pension fund depending on the age of entry. Central government will contribute equally to the beneficiaries' contribution. The pension fund is managed by the LIC and the farmers can also allow contribution to be made directly from the benefits drawn from the PM Kisan scheme. Okay, directly from the PM Kisan scheme, and the beneficiaries may exit from the scheme voluntarily or on the failure of the contribution or on demise. Okay, and the beneficiaries may opt voluntarily to exit the scheme after a minimum period of 5 years of regular contribution. Okay, after minimum period of 5 years. Now the next is, on exit only their contribution shall be returned by LIC with an interest equivalent to prevailing saving bank rates within 10 years. Okay, prevailing saving bank rates within 10 years by LIC only. Then either accumulated interest actually earned by the pension fund or the interest at the saving bank's interest rate, whichever is higher. Okay, then the spouse is also eligible to get a separate pension of rupees 3000 by making separate contribution. On the death of the subscriber during the period of the contribution, the spouse shall have the option of continuing the scheme by paying regular contribution. If the spouse does not wish to continue, the total contribution made by the farmer along with the interest will be paid to the spouse. Okay. If there is no spouse, then the total contribution along with the interest will be paid to the nominee. If the farmer during the receipt of the pension, the spouse or heir shall be entitled to receive 50% of the pension as family pension, provided he or she is not already a SMF beneficiary of the scheme. After the death of both the farmers and the spouse, the accumulated corpse shall be credited back to the pension fund. Okay, not LIC. Exceptions. The beneficiary should not be covered under any other statutory social security scheme, and it includes exceptions under PM Kishan scheme. PM Kishan scheme is exception from it. It aims to cover around 3 crore small and marginal farmers, and initial enrollment to the scheme is being done through the common service centers in the various states. Okay. Now the next scheme is National Bamboo Mission. It is a central sponsored scheme to supplement the farm income with the development of complete value chain of the bamboo sector and link growers with the markets. Its objective is increase the area under the bamboo cultivation in the non-forest government and private lands, to improve the post-harvest management through the establishment of innovative primary processing units, and market infrastructure, promote the product development by assisting research and development, entrepreneurship and business models at the MSME level, to rejuvenate the underdeveloped bamboo industry in India, promote skill development, capacity building, and awareness generation for the development of the bamboo sector, re, realign, realign, realign the efforts so as to reduce the dependency of the import of the bamboo and the bamboo products by improved productivity. Okay. Strategies to be adopted in the mission are development of bamboo in the limited states where it has social, commercial and economical advantage, production of genetically superior planting material, adoption of end-to-end solution and capacity building, and set up national, state and sub-state level structures to ensure the adequate returns and eliminate middlemen. For popularizing use of bamboo and bamboo based products, seminar, conferences, awareness campaign at the national, state and district levels, and also through print and electronic media are organized under the restructured National Bamboo Mission. Now the next scheme is Pradhan Mantri Annadata Ay Sanrakshan Abhiyan, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare. Okay, PM Asha is a new umbrella scheme aimed at ensuring the remunerative prices to the farmers to their produce. There are three components in the PM Asha scheme. They are PSS, Price Support Scheme, PDPS, Price Deficiency Payment Scheme, and PPSS, Pilot of Private Procurement and Stockist Scheme. Okay, the other existing schemes of Department of Food and Public Distribution for procurement of paddy, wheat and nutri cereals or coarse grains, and the Ministry of the Textile for the cotton and jute will be continued for providing MSP to the farmers for these crops. Okay, now let us study what is PSS. PSS, Price Support Scheme. Under the PSS, physical procurement of the pulses, oilseeds and copra will be done by the central nodal agencies. Besides, NAFED and Food Corporation of India will also take a procurement of crops under PSS. The expenditure and the losses due to the procurement will be borne by center. Now let us study PDPS. The full form of PDPS is Price Deficiency Payment Scheme. Okay. Under the PDPS, the center proposes to cover all oilseeds for which MSP is notified. The difference between the MSP and actual selling or model price will be directly paid into the farmer's bank account. The farmer who sells their crops in recognized mandis within the notified period can benefit from it. This scheme does not involve any physical procurement of crops, as farmers are paid the difference between the MSP price and the sale or model price on the disposal in notified market. Now let us study PPSS, Pilot of Private Procurement and Stockist Scheme. In the case of oilseeds, states will have the option to roll out the PPSS in the select districts. Under this, a private player can procure crops at MSP when market price drops below the MSP and whenever authorized by the state or union territory to enter the market. The private player will then be compensated through a service charge up to maximum of 15% of the MSP. Now let us see what is NAFED and FCI, Food Corporation of India. National Agricultural Cooperative Marketing Federation of India, means NAFED, established in 1958. It is registered under the Multi-State Cooperative Societies Act, and its objective is to promote cooperative marketing of agricultural produce to benefits the farmer. And FCI was set up by Food Corporations Act 1964 with objectives: effective price support operations for safeguarding the interest of the farmers, distribution of the food grains throughout the country for public distribution system, and maintaining satisfactory level operational and buffer stocks of food grains to ensure the national food security. Okay, now let us study the last scheme, that is Krishi Kalyan Abhiyan. Okay, Krishi Kalyan Abhiyan. It was launched to aid, assist and advise the farmers on how to improve their farming techniques and raise their incomes. The Krishi Kalyan Abhiyan will be undertaken in the 25 villages, more than 1000 population, each in aspirational districts identified in consultation with the Ministry of Rural Development. Rural Development, remember, Ministry of Rural Development, as per directions of Niti Aayog. And consulted with Ministry of Rural Development. The overall coordination and implementation in the 25 villages of the district is being done by the Krishi Vigyan Kendras of that district. Various activities to promote the best practices and enhance the agricultural income are being undertaken under this plan, such as distribution of soil health cards to all farmers, 100% coverage of bovine vaccine for foot and mouth diseases in each villages, 100% coverage of sheep and goat for eradication of PPR, means Peste des Petits Ruminants. Okay, distribution of mini kits of pulses and oil seeds to all, distribution of horticulture, agroforestry, bamboo plant at 5 per family. Okay, sixth is artificial insemination saturation, and the last is demonstration program on micro irrigation. These all five were the schemes which comes under the Ministry of Agriculture and the Farmers Welfare. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video.